Yo, this is Iceberg Jim, back at show with another one. And in this video, I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you the top 5 keys to Kim Kardashian's success. Let's go ahead, crack that open, let's get into it. Key number 1, Kim Kardashian is very hands-on with her work. From her blog posts to her social media, it's to her businesses. She is hands-on. She's not having other people write her blog posts. She's not having other people do her Instagram photos and layout. It all comes from her. She is the brand, and she can connect her vision to everyone else.
You do these yourself. You said this.
Yes.
Absolutely. You don't have a team of people. I didn't see any chasing you around.
Yeah, no, I don't have a team. I love to, if the whole connection is me with other people, I don't want someone else. It makes no sense to have that connection.
Did you think about that? You were puzzled when I said there were people that had that. You don't have anybody doing any of your social media.
No, that doesn't make sense
to me. For anyone to really assume that it's not a full-time job to have to sit and create things and come up with every single blog post, and I do 3 a day, and having to working on apps, it's to me it would be the same thing as people saying like anything blogging, like what do? You're sitting at home in your apartment and you're just on the computer. Like that is such hard work.
Say that about us.
And I respect it so much, and they say that about the modeling world. Well, they just sit there looking pretty. It is a full-time job for models like, my sister even, Kendall. I don't mind getting underestimated, but I feel for people that I understand how it could bother them if they were put in the same situation. Even filming a reality show, it's a full-time job. I mean, I think that I know, reality shows don't get the respect that I believe they deserve, and that's why I love being on one for so long, and I will, always fight to, be on as long as possible because I love to show and prove. But my personality is just, if you underestimate me, I would love to have a conversation with you. I would love to, I just like to prove people wrong.
There's no one in between. Everything is affiliated with her. She has the final say on the brand. She's not just slapping her name on products and labels.
And I must have redone the look of my character about 7 times.
What was the problem?
Just little tiny details, and I really wanted it to look like me. And I feel like after our meetings, their team was so amazing, and I feel like they got really inspired, and I got more inspired, and I must have spent weeks getting clothing references of what I wanted all of the clothing to look like, and the characters and hair references and makeup references, and they took such amazing direction on that. And it's an everyday job for me. I mean, I get up and it's approving, everything. And I think the success on the game is a lot because we work really hard at it, but I think also it's so lifelike and it mirrors my life so much. And we were doing an update to go to Mexico, and I hadn't told the team, but I was going on vacation in Mexico. And they launched the update the same day I leave for this Mexico trip, and I was so nervous because we wanted to go privately and not have anyone, see we were on vacation. But they wanted me to, I was going to start Instagramming and doing social media around our new update. So once the paparazzi had found our vacation spot and realized we were in Mexico, I started doing all these updates, and everyone felt like, wow, you're in Mexico and I'm in Mexico on your game. And we're wearing the same bikini that, in the game, and I just had a photo shoot here, and everything I was doing, they were mirroring that in my game. And even though that was kind of an accident of what
it's also slightly
had happened,
by the way.
Yes, it is. We've realized that formula really worked for us.
So wherever Kim goes, the game goes.
Exactly, and we've mapped out the whole next year of my travel plans and making updates for those certain countries and cities.
Yes, she has done that in the past as she was growing and learning. But right now, she is centered to the brand.
One of the things entrepreneurs will tell you, and you're going to tell us, is that you learn a lot by doing. And you've done a lot of licensing deals over the years, including, as we were discussing, cupcakes.
Yes.
But now you're consolidating, you're expanding, but you're now focusing more where you are truly in charge.
Things that she uses, things that she believes in, things that she goes for. Her authenticity level is high.
Doing anything and everything, and I'm guilty of that before, people probably won't believe you. And you probably don't even really grasp like now, if I'm going to promote something, I have to use it, I have to like it, I have to be active with it. I want to know the partners, I want to know who owns the company, I want to know so much about it, and I love to be loyal to that company and just do what's authentic to me.
Even though that does carry a risk to a certain extent, say someone doesn't like your opinion, say you get caught up in a situation, it is high leverage, high risk. When you're hands-on, you have that connection with the people, it's being you, authentic, selling how you live your life. You have to be hands-on. She has that on lock. She's good with the hands-on. That's her first key to success. The second key to Kim Kardashian's success is that yes, she does work hard at what she does, making appearances, being on TV, but she takes time to step away from her businesses and her TV shows just to think, take time to reflect and be inspired as pertains to her brand and her life. And she jots down creative ideas, so-called people that work with her, that help put things into motion at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, because she takes time for herself to think and be inspired. It's not always go, 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 because yes, you should work hard, but also taking time to rest and relax and get your mind back right, is to live life and be inspired by everyone else. Helps you be more creative and come up with ideas for your brand, for your products, for the things that you do. And that is the second key to Kim Kardashian's success. She takes time to sit back and think and be creative. It's not always that straight ahead line. Think, be inspired, let the world around you help you.
And how do you find time to brainstorm where you can just shut everything out and take a pause and say, okay, maybe I ought to re-examine this?
Well, I think I do take time for myself, and I think that's very important. And even going to Japan and seeing so many amazing things, I got so many great ideas. And when you do take time for yourself, that's when like the magic happens and these ideas come. And I think no matter who you are, what you do, if you don't take time for yourself, you can never rejuvenate and you can never get back that creative spark. So I do take time off, and I do get a lot of ideas from my travels and just being around people that give me ideas and inspire me. So I think that is really important. And I'll wake up in the middle of the night sometimes with these ideas, and I'll just send it to my team and hopefully not wake them all up in the middle of the night. But
The third key to Kim Kardashian's success is that she has multiple revenue streams.
And the businesses that you're involved with, you're making an announcement today on a new venture. But whether it's a Kim Kardashian Hollywood game that we did a Forbes cover story on a year ago, phenomenally successful, where a lot of other entertainers stumbled on that one. We could discuss why you succeeded more than the others. Things like emojis, $1.99. Those are emojis with Kim. Whether it's books, workout videos, which obviously I need, fragrances, and the like. Number of businesses.
How many different projects are you involved in? What do you work on?
What I work on a full-time job basis is filming Keeping Up with the Kardashians. We're filming a little bit right now. And then all of my apps. So I have an app called Kimoji, which is Kim emojis. And that really is a full-time job, coming up, finding the artists, Today we just launched some merch. And then I have a lifestyle app that takes up half of my day every single day, because I do, you know, fashion-inspired posts, you know, written blogs on matters that are important to me, or just, you know, sharing a lot of my behind-the-scenes world. So that takes up a lot of time.
From her TV shows, the spin-off TV shows, from her exercise products, her makeup, her clothing store, her appearances that she makes at clubs and events, her apps. Yes, she's not being inauthentic with having multiple streams of revenue. It's different parts of her being seen in different lights. Because yes, she is not an app developer herself, but she came up with a lot of creative ideas, went to the team and said, hey, make this happen. She went to them like they were Picasso, and she commissioned work like, hey, make this my vision for my app. I want my app to be this certain way. And she's not into the app space, but she knows people enjoy apps. She likes apps herself, and she's not afraid to use, you know, the talents of other people, but the vision is still hers. So she has multiple streams of revenue, just in case, say, hey, someone doesn't like the TV show anymore, she has the apps. They don't like that anymore, she still has exercise, the makeup, the beauty products, etc., etc. All her eggs are not in one basket. Yes, it may be one brand, one kind of idea, but she's diversified her brand into different segments to reach different people, but still being true to herself and her vision of how she likes apps made, how she likes makeup, how she likes to see reality TV shows. So that is the third key to Kim Kardashian's success. Having multiple streams of revenue. Same person, same message, but multiple streams of revenue. So all her eggs aren't in one basket, just like a TV show, which should easily fail. The fourth key to Kim Kardashian's success is that she's not trying to reinvent the wheel. She's making the good, rich, tired. And by that good, rich, tired theory, I mean that she's not trying to go with something completely brand new. When she got started with reality TV, that wasn't brand new. It's been done before. She said she wanted to be on the real world. But since that she didn't do that at that time, she didn't make her own reality TV show. Her take on a reality TV show, her take on her and her family, her friends, etc. So reality's been done before, but she put her own twist on it, her own swag on it.
When I was about 13 years old, I looked at my best friend, and the show The Real World had just come out. And so I said to her, oh my gosh, that's what I want to do. I want to be on a reality show, and you have to be my manager. And she looked at me and said, well, I said, we both have to audition for The Real World. Let's make a tape when we're 18. We'll send it into the producers, and we have to do this show called The Real World. She was like, you can do it. I'm not a chance for me. I'll be your manager, and you know, we'll make a tape for you. So it's just like such a full circle moment, because she's a manager now. She's in the management business, and my show is produced by the people that did The Real World. So.
What did you love so much about it? What made you say, that's me?
I just thought our family life has always been interesting. It's never a dull moment. Everyone that came into our life said, oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys aren't on TV, or I can't believe your family isn't a sitcom or something, since, you know, reality TV wasn't so popular then. So it's just, I mean, I did have a clothing store, which I still have today, Dash, that, you know, was fashion. When I was in high school, I worked at a clothing store. So if that didn't pan out, if The Real World didn't pan out, then fashion is really what I wanted to get into. And I worked at, the clothing store, and my sisters and I opened one up. And so I thought that's really where I was going to be, and that's what I was going to be doing.
Which is important. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Elon Musk did not invent electric cars, but he put his own twist on it and modernized it. Other people that made the cars after the Model T didn't just come up with something completely different. No, they enhanced it. They made little enhancements, little improvements, upgrades, and adjustments. They didn't reinvent it. They just put their own spin on it. And that's what you have to do. Because when something that works, cool. People also want a different flavor, a different view, a different perspective of the same thing. You don't have to start from scratch. Kim Kardashian did not start from scratch with reality TV. She took what she knew, she took what she liked, and she took part of her brand, her personality, and gave you her vision of a reality show, keeping up with the Kardashians and the spinoffs. She didn't reinvent the wheel, and she doesn't reinvent the wheel by creating apps or doing makeup, exercise. But it's her take, her spin, and sometimes people like to hear a different voice or hear something similar, even though someone else could say it, but they want to hear it from the person they like, from the person they look up to, from the person they aspire to be, from the person that they take to heart, from the person that they take to mind. And Kim Kardashian knows that. She puts her own spin on things. It's still successful without reinventing the wheel. That's the fourth key to her success. Doesn't have to spend all day starting from scratch, but she puts her own vision, her own swag on things that have already existed. And key number 5 for Kim Kardashian's success is that she capitalizes on her opportunities. She flips things into something bigger as part of her brand.
So I think we've seen lots of celebrities go into fashion, beauty, lifestyle. I don't think it's as common to go into tech and apps and the emoji and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
What drove you in that direction? I know you now come up to my home area, the Silicon Valley, pretty frequently. What started you on that path?
One of my childhood friends moved there and is friends with everyone in, San Francisco, and we would always just come up and have our, Ben Horowitz's CEO barbecue and, just hang out with our friends. And so I started to get really familiar with just a lot of fun new ideas. And when everyone's sitting around talking about all these great ideas, it definitely inspires you. And then I got approached by a gentleman named Nicolo from Glue Mobile. And he talked to me about doing a video game. And it was just right after I had my daughter, and I was really reevaluating my life and figuring out, what do I want to do? I felt like my brand was kind of all over the place, and I was, I really wanted to take it back a little bit and just figure out, what do I love to do? What I have so much fun doing? What motivates me? And when there was a game idea that was actually a previous game called Stardom, and it would basically, you follow this character's life into making it, as a star. But they wanted to do the Kim version, and at first I was like, does anyone really want to, play a Kim game? And I asked my husband, and I was like, what do you think of this? And he was like, that is the coolest thing ever. Who wouldn't want a video game with a character of themselves? So I was like, okay, pretty cool. I could pick out the outfits, and we started with, a really small team of a few people, and now we have, a really large team, and I'm so militant. Like, if a strap on a shoe is off, I will make the team go back and redo it. I want everything as lifelike as possible. So it connected. The game's called Kim Kardashian Hollywood, and it's been really successful, and I work on that, full time. Every time there's a new, event that I'm going to, haircut, outfit, anything, I send the reference in, and I have them change.
Are they gonna have the?
I'm thinking that we will recreate this in the game. Yes.
Nice, awesome.
I'm getting inspired. Yeah.
And I said, if I get full control, and I flew down to San Francisco. I loved the Glue team and everything they wanted to do. It was an existing game called Stardom, and we were basically
Which was
making
not successful.
I didn't.
It was not. They've said it.
Okay. All right. They said it. I'm not going to. But I loved their vision for me and what they had. And I thought it was a fun, entertaining game. That's all I really wanted to do. I'm not, I wasn't trying to make anything else but an entertaining game.
Yes. When she started out as a closet cleaner, decorator, organizer, she started with her godparents, being Sugar Ray Leonard and his wife, etc. And through word of mouth, she's able to acquire other clients because they praised her, that everyone else, like how great she was at doing the closet thing. And she was able to meet other people and other celebrities and get into those circles. From something as simple as cleaning and organizing the closet and saying yay or nay to certain fashion type of choices. She took advantage of the opportunity. She took pride in her work. And she was able to elevate that to deal with other celebrities and take advantage of other opportunities to be around other people leading up to her, getting a show, which she capitalized off because of a home video with her and Ray J, which she catapulted into a show, and then showing the spin-offs, and then an entire lifestyle brand from exercising to perfumes and apps for the phone, etc. She's capitalized on everything that came her way and to put more irons into that fire because she took pride in her work. And with that taking pride in her work and being really good at it and having recommendation word of mouth, she capitalized on other opportunities. She didn't stay necessarily complacent. She was able to expand her brand, herself, her vision, just her take on the world to other people. And that's the fifth key to her success. Is that she took advantage of the opportunities that came to her. She capitalized on everything and leveraged that to build her brand through her hard work and taking pride, which is key and fundamental to taking advantage of every opportunity, because you take pride in something, you want to get that, your vision, you want to get everything out to the world. So when you take pride in cleaning out closets, organizing closets, and saying yay or nay to certain clothing and fashion ideas, you take pride in that, then you're going to want to capitalize. You're going to want to share that with other people and the people that find out about you by word of mouth. And once you capitalize, you're able to build that brand. So those are the 5 keys to Kim Kardashian's success. And those are simple things that you can implement into your business, into your life, to build up your brand, to build up your business, and get you going, and get you where you need to be. But it all starts with taking pride in your work, so you can capitalize. And then you follow those 5 steps that I laid out, that Kim Kardashian laid out, you have a chance. You have a chance to make it. You have a chance to be successful. Iceberg Jim Mel. As always, get money. Iceberg Jim Mel. Deuces.